Hello guys, my name is xRellic and you guys are watching an 18-2 on the map grind using the gun, the M8A1, and it is in 5 rounds, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I've got a little bit of a different setup here today, a setup that I'm basically constantly using now on my M8A1. It's completely dominant. I've got stock, reflex, and FMJ, so 3 attachments on it, as well as flak jacket and tac mask, and toughness is my 3 perks, and then a grenade and concussion. It's basically a completely balanced class, and instead of a secondary, I've decided to use a 3rd attacking attachment. So instead of like actually nowadays I actually take off the reflex sight and I put on quick draw, so it's even more offensive. It's basically a complete attacking class that you can't get grenaded or stunned by, and it's completely offensive. It's a class that I actually took off of, or I took the idea at least off of Ninja Robot, or I'm Amazing OK, when we did a 4v4 and he was probably the MVP of the entire series, and I pushed that guy with 0 bullets. I just realized that. I pushed that guy with 0 bullets. Wow, okay. Anyways, yeah, I'm Amazing OK really was amazing that day, and he said that he was using FMJ on his class. I had never really given it a try, and it really is extremely dominant. I mean, just watch this kill right here coming up. Miss him, but then I pick him off right through the wall, and then there's another 2 kills, or 1 or 2 kills I think in this round, where I actually get them through the wall. There's one where I get them through this doorway coming up right here, and actually shoot the final bullet through the door and get the kill. I pick up 1 more kill that isn't through a wall in this round, and then I pick up a 4th kill that is right through a corner wall. And it really is just really dominant because they can't really duck behind cover. Everybody always tries to duck behind cover, and then if they try and do that and you just keep shooting, you'll actually you'll destroy him. You'll shred him to bits. I mean, I shoot right through that corner of the wall, I think. I don't have a good sight on it on my screen here, but I think I shoot right through the wall, and the guy thought he was safe, and then he just gets shredded through the wall. It really is a really nice attachment, and you guys should definitely give it a try. But today I wanted to talk about oh yeah, I get pushed and get destroyed there. Oh man, that's so disappointing. Sometimes I just make a bad mistake like that, and I don't expect the other team to rush, and I'll just get destroyed. But yeah, I guess I'm not that good after all, right? No, I wanted to talk about Call of Duty statistics. Now, people always look at these stats individually, and they say these don't really mean anything. You can boost, you can cheat, you can kind of skew these stats and make them appear high while not actually having a good level of talent. And I tend to agree all the time, and in fact I agree all the time. But if you put them all together, it gives you a fairly accurate representation of the player. So let's go over them, kind of the combinations. The first 2 that I wanted to kind of combine is personal skill level, and that is score per minute and kill death ratio. So if you think about it, the only way to get a good score per minute is to play really aggressively. Especially in Search and Destroy, because it doesn't count the time that you're dead. So if you get like 1 kill every 2 rushes and you play stupid aggressively, you'll still have a high score per minute. But even if you die 3 times in a row and then get 1 kill like 10 seconds in, if you died 10 seconds in each round, that's like 130 score per minute if you die 10 seconds in every round and get 1 kill a game. And that's not very good. That's a 1 in 4, a 0.25 KD ratio. But you'll definitely have a good score per minute, and it will seem good. And people always wonder why people who have really high score per minutes in Search and Destroy have really low KDs, and that's why I think that people just rush really insanely, and they'll get enough score. They die all the time, but they'll get enough score before dying that their score per minute will be really high. The thing is that if you play really aggressively and have a high KD ratio, then not only will your score per minute be high, like because you're playing aggressively, your KD ratio will be high, because not only are you playing aggressively, you're succeeding at playing aggressively. You're constantly succeeding. And if you combine these 2, it really gives you an accurate level of skill, a portrayal of someone's level of skill. Because to have a high KD ratio, you have to have a certain skill, but you can kind of get a high KD ratio by camping, by sitting back, and by really playing things tactically and putting things in your advantage. But at the same point, that doesn't require as much skill as rushing does and getting a high score per minute. So if you play really slow, you'll have a high KD ratio and a low score per minute because you won't be getting points quite as quickly. If you play really recklessly and don't have enough gun skill to have a high KD ratio, but you play recklessly enough to have a high score per minute, then obviously you're going to have a low KD, high score per minute. But if you're good, if you have a high KD ratio and have a high score per minute, that means you're succeeding at playing aggressively. And putting that together just means that you are a good player. So that's just my view on it. If you have a high score per minute, if you have a high KD ratio, then obviously you're being a really talented, aggressive player. And that's what everybody considers a really successful and talented player. So I hope you guys agree with me, because it would be nice to get the stigma out of the way that stats don't matter at all, because if you combine them, they kind of do. They kind of really do. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think the stats mean in Call of Duties, especially Black Ops 2. And I appreciate you guys watching. So I will see you guys next time. Peace.
UAV on standby. Hunter-killer drone on standby. UAV inbound. Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed. Good job, SEALs. Get ready for the next round.